like you do. Love, love, love me like you do. Am I in focus? That's the question right now because I cannot tell. My eyesight's really bad. It looks out of focus, but it looks good. I can't tell. That doesn't make sense. Hello you guys, my name's Caleb, and today we're going to be doing a book tag called the Bookish Book Tag. I've seen some people do this, and it's kind of cool, and I want to do it. I have all them questions on this thing. Let's do the book tag! As you can tell, in the past hour, Caleb has had 3 shots of espresso. So this video is going to be fun. Get started with this book tag, the Bookity Book Tag. Let's go! Question 1. A book that was so good that made you want to reread it. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This is like my favorite fantasy book. If you have not heard me talk about this yet, wow, I've talked about this a lot. My favorite fantasy, it's about this girl and she has powers that she didn't know she had, and now she gotta save everyone. And she falls in love, and there's betrayal and goodness in the, oh, you need it, please read this. Leigh Bardugo has another series in this world coming soon, and I'm pretty convinced that there's going to be characters from this in it. My coffee actually smells pretty good. Like, I ordered it on Book Outlet and it smells really good. Question 2! A book that you want to see as a movie. And you know, this is a question that is not one that I like to answer. Normally they get screwed up. And I think that I'm going to choose one that I think, if it had the perfect script, that it would be good. The movie I want the most to be made is Cinder. But I know they're going to screw the crap up out of that movie if they ever did it. They'd make it too cheesy or make the love too big of a thing, because Cinder and Kai don't have this super lovey-dove relationship until later in the book. Never fully admitting their feelings until, like, Cress. But you know what I think would make a really good movie is the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Just basically copy Twilight and then get a big audience. Because this has a lot of similar things to that book, and I think that that would be really entertaining. Like, just deceive the audience, think it's different when it's basically the same. Funnier and good. Better than Twilight. Don't compare it. This is better. This would be such a good movie, TV show, movie, because it's funny and I can feel the ships happening. Can you just picture it, like everyone shipping it? Question number 3. A book that you want to throw on the wall. You know what I want to throw against the wall? All of James Dashner's stupid books. I want them to burn. Like, are you kidding me, James Dashner? You really? I hate you. You ruined it. I wasted $30 on these books for you. You tricked me into thinking this one was going to be good, and it was. So I like this one. And then you get to this stupid book, and it sucks. There's no good characters. I want to stab everyone. There's no main conflict, and I hated it. It made no sense. And then, for this stupid book, you tricked me too, because I read this one, once again, really liked it. Then, I did not read that other stupid one, and I think you're a good author, so I buy this when it comes out, read it, hate it, read about half of it. Absolutely disgusting. How could you? Question 4. A book that you've had on your shelf for a million years but still have not read. The Infernal Devices series. I still haven't finished these yet. I'm only read the first one. I started this one, I'm like 40 pages in. These books emotionally drain me. Like, I can't. Like, my love for the book is so strong that when I read the first one, it just drained me and I need just time. So, still haven't read these yet. Plan on soon. It's been a million years, you guys. Question 5. A book or book series that you would not have read if someone had not recommended it to you. Most of the books that I've read, I probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for y'all on the booktube, because y'all hype things up. But probably the number 1 that I would never have read was Rumble by Ellen Hopkins. I never would have read this. I hate poetry. I hate poetry books like this. It's written in verse, and I really do not enjoy that. It's a good story, but the kid was really annoying, and I felt bad for him, but he was really annoying. I never have read this if Booksplosion didn't hype it up so much, and then it wasn't good. So I paid like $15 for this. Question 6, a book that you thought you wouldn't like but ended up loving it. For me, by Tahara Mafi, and you know, I really thought that I would hate this. It's just gonna be like this cheesy romance, like I can't touch you. It kind of is, but it's good. I thought I would not enjoy this. I thought it would just be too dramatic or too cheesy or something, and I remember just ordering it because it was like $6. So I was like, well, why not? And then I got it, and I loved it. I rated this a 5 out of 5 stars when I read it. Question 7, a movie that was so good that made you want to go read the book. This is really weird, and I don't know how this began. 8-year-old Caleb, little guy, he had this random obsession with Harry Potter. I don't know how this started. I do not know how this began. All of a sudden, I like Harry Potter. Like, we're going on a road trip. We have like portable DVD players that we can put on thing when we're driving. And we're going on like I don't remember where we're going, like a vacation or something. And I put it on, and I was like, hey, go to Hollywood Movie, which is dead, by the way. Don't try to find it, it's gone. Oh, I love that place. They got the first movie and the fourth movie. I don't know what the logic was in that, but I was 8 and I didn't care. Oh, here I am, just a wee lad. Wee little man. I'm watching the first movie, and I loved it. I loved it. And then after I watched the fourth movie, and I loved that one more. I thought it was so cool, and I was like scared of it a little bit because it was scary. Little 8-year-old watching like this demon movie, and they were underwater for the task and stuff. Spoiler alert. You just read it. I don't even care if I spoiled you. Dumbledore dies. And I was in like 2nd grade, and then 2 years later I was like, hey, wait, I can read the books, you know? So then I did, and I was really liked them. And then I wanted to read the book. So, amen. Question 8, a book with the worst book-to-movie adaptation you've ever seen. For this one, it's definitely Bones by Cassandra Clare. This book, A+, perfect, world building sucks, but I love the plot and I love everyone. I think I was gonna hold up Catching Fire. I went for that. I was totally gonna trick y'all. Did y'all think I was gonna hold it up? No, this is the best one. Sucked. I remember going into theater, and I had read the book a while back, so I didn't remember every single little detail. But I go in, and I was pleased with the movie when I first saw it. Everyone started posting their reviews and stuff, and they're like, it's horrible. And I was like, what? I loved it. And then I saw it again, and I was like, crap. I wasn't thinking. That's how I thought about Insurgent, too. Like, I was just overwhelmed with how everything was happening, and I didn't remember every detail of the book. And then I go home, I start skim reading Insurgent, and I'm like, wait, where's that? Wait, they didn't do this, they didn't do this. Normally I need time to think about book-to-movie adaptations because I'm really bad at feelings. They're making the TV show, and I hope they can make it good. So if they don't, I'm just gonna cry, because if like the second chance of doing this series fails, that's just gonna show like the world that this book series sucks. And I don't want that, because they're really good. Question 9, a book that you think can get non-readers into reading. Divergent by Veronica Roth. This is one of the books that you can just pick up and you're immediately into the world. This is actually the book that got me in, not the Hunger Games. That was like the one that introduced me to this one, and then this one introduced me to all the others. Awesome characters, awesome love, awesome everything. Perfect blend of everything that people look for in a book. So read this if you're not big into reading. If you have read it, read Legend, and if you have read that, read probably nothing else, because I can't tell you. Or read The Selection if you're not big on books. Just kidding. I actually told my sister to read it because I told her it was like The Bachelor. She got really excited. Read the first 5 pages, and then they started to talk about the caste system, and she said that she was a 5 or whatever, and then she comes in 5 seconds later and it's like, oh my gosh, what is a 5? This looks horrible. I'm like, you have to read. You need to read further for explanation. It's not just gonna tell you. And she gave it and she was like, this is horrible, oh my gosh. Question number 10. Book you decided to read because a lot of good comments were stated online, on the YouTube, on the Goodreads, you know, the places. Throne Glass. I'm actually currently reading this, and if you were not here like 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago, when did this book explode on BookTube? I don't remember. All I know is that Reagan from Peru's Project, she just like raved about this for the longest time, and then it was like beautiful. It felt like everyone was reading it and raving it, and like the whole community like snuggled up with this, and it was just gorgeous, and I missed that day. The end of the tag. I've been talking for like 45 minutes, so whoa. And time to tag some people. I don't know who I'm gonna tag. I'm losing my voice. I sound like I've smoked for like 10 years and I can't even. I'm losing my voice. So I tagged Josh at Josh Book Lover. You guys should check out his channel. He's really awesome, and he has got a really like good voice. Like, you should do audiobooks. That's weird. In the description, check him out. And who else do I tag? Tag Bibliosaurus Rex. I like your videos. I like both your videos. Link to their channels below. I don't know if you guys have done it. You might have. You might have done it. If you have done this tag, I'm sorry. I don't check in on these things. If you haven't done this tag, I hope you can do it. Please tell me in the description if you do it. And check out the people that I just tagged in the description below. And I hope... Whoa, my hand looks so cool. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you so much. See you in the next video. And remember, don't read The Maze Runner.